Hello, this is Heisenberg.
Hi there, and this is GForever.
And we're going to get GForever's picks for the best 5 Godzilla toys of 2019. Oh yeah, and also his pick for the worst toy.
Yeah, there's a lot to choose from. I mean, look at this table. Plenty of Godzilla toys for 2019. I think big thanks to the brand new movie.
Oh yeah, we got a lot of Godzilla King of the Monsters toys, but also a lot of other stuff too.
Yeah, we have some nice classics as well. So yeah, lots to choose. It's going to be tough to pick only 5. There, a lot of them are really good. So we'll see which ones make our list.
And I'm really excited because again, GForever is quite the collector here.
Thank you.
Quite the collector. He knows his stuff here. So let's find out. Let's find out here.
So I'm gonna first say your top 5 list is actually quite similar to mine. So I really like the Vinnie-made Mecha Godzilla, especially the Shadow one. I also love the Eggman figures that came out, and as well as the new Q blind box figures. They were just really cool. But just so that we don't have seeing the same top 5 figures again, I'm gonna kind of go through a couple other personal favorites. So X Plus again did a great job this year with their DefoReal series. So there were I believe there was these 3. There actually was the 71 Godzilla also just not on this table. But yeah, I mean, there's the Rick versions. You get like a little light up for 2019 Godzilla. For Hedorah, you get the little thing for the eye you can cover up. The 71 DefoReal Godzilla, same thing. You have like the eggs or Hedorah's eyes, and then the blind eye. You also got the frozen Shin Godzilla with this pretty cool, cool looking tail here, huh?
Oh yeah, and one thing I forgot to mention is another reason X Plus is so great is that it's getting easier to buy these things in the U.S.
Yep.
That now you can buy almost everything directly from their website, rather than whereas before a lot of stuff was only sold in Japan.
Yeah.
But now us folks in the U.S. can buy it.
So for my number 5, I actually want to say Hedorah. I think he was really cool. He's the first full figure that's a non-Godzilla in the DefoReal series, and I think they did a great job. They actually re-released him at 2 different events. One like a pink version, and I think just recently a full green version. And I only have the original version with the Rick eye cover, but all 3 versions look really great. Kind of sad that I didn't get the other 2, but we'll see.
Yeah, I think we just narrowly missed our chance to get to one of the other exclusives because X Plus had a booth at New York Comic Con, and I was there. That was my first stop at New York Comic Con. Was the X Plus booth because they said they were going to have an exclusive. But then I showed up and I was like, "Oh, do you have an exclusive?" They said, "Sadly, it didn't make it out of customs in time." So it probably would have been. It probably would have been one of these like green.
Maybe
or
it
pink,
was the green one, right?
Green or pink Hedorahs. But yeah, maybe next year.
Yeah, keep an eye out. I think the DefoReal line is really good. They're not terribly expensive. They're a little more affordable. They're small enough so like if you don't have a lot of space, you're getting a very detailed figure.
With really great looking heads too. Yeah, it's like a little body but big
heads. Yeah,
but you get so much personality with the head there.
Yeah, just just look at all the detail, like the paint and everything. You get you get like a really high quality figure, just like kind of shrunk a little bit, and sometimes a little cuteness added to it. Some of them have light up effects like this, so it's pretty neat. So. Yeah, definitely. So I definitely recommend the DefoReal series. But my top one for 2019 would be Hedorah. Number 4, I love this cute Godzilla Bang from Monogram. If he had some articulation, he may climb up the ladder. But no, this is my number 4. I think I love this cuteness to him, and really, really good size. He has I don't know, it just looks so adorable for Godzilla. And it captured the Godzilla look too. Like we've seen a lot of other chibi or super deformed Godzillas, but this one in particular, I think is just very adorable, and I think he's a great addition to the collection.
Oh yeah, great cute version. Yeah, great cute version of Godzilla.
Yep.
Oh yeah, also affordable and not too hard to get.
Yeah. So we have there's definitely a lot of different Godzillas that X Plus is doing. We have the 25 centimeter line.
Yep, yep.
You have the 30 centimeter Yuji Sakai collection. There's also a 30 centimeter line, and then you get the gigantic line.
Oh yeah.
And then of course what we just saw earlier was the Defa Reels. So, of all these figures, which one would you think you'd
Which
go
one do you think
for?
is third
Yeah.
for you? I would think, my guess is that you like the gigantic one the most.
And you are right. This was really hard to choose from because I love Burning Godzilla. It's my favorite. I think Yuji Sakai did a great job, but for some reason, for me, I'm not sure if it's everybody's, but the tongue here is, is just attached to the top of his mouth, which would not be accurate to me. I mean, not many people like pick him up and look underneath his mouth. But overall, I think it's a great figure. But it's just it's just a little bit like I'm not too happy with what they did. I know this is like a style choice. Yuji Sakai did the full orange spikes instead of just all white, which is what it was in the movie. If you got this is the Rick version, so you get that. The standard version has the white, and the Rick one has the reflected underneath. So really cool, but didn't make the cut for me. Godzilla 2000 was awesome. I really liked the boat, but for me, the eyes just didn't do it for me.
Yeah, I like the spikes on his.
The spikes are really good. Yeah. Very good spikes.
And which one is this again?
This is Godzilla 1964 from the Ghidorah, the three-headed monster. So it was a tough decision between these two because this was the first Godzilla that it was the first movie I watched. So this is the first Godzilla that I'm used to. So he has a little special place in my heart.
Yeah. Did they do another one? Yeah. Did X Plus do another one?
They did. They did a 64, but it's for the versus Mothra movie. This is the King Ghidorah movie.
Yeah. Was there one? Was it Astro Man though?
Astro Monster or Monster Zero. That one would be the 65 movie.
Yeah. Did they do that this year?
Not this year, but they did release one maybe a year or 2 years ago.
Okay.
Yeah.
There's
He's up on the shelf over there.
So many to choose from.
Yep. But yeah, this one has a special place in my heart. So if it was like a runner-up for number 3. But yes, gigantic 89 won because because of his size is one thing. I think another thing is this Rick version has the closed mouth. You can exchange the mouth to open mouth, just pulling it off. Additionally, this has glow-in-the-dark fins, which is pretty neat.
Oh yeah.
So I actually, when I first saw this figure, it didn't look that good for the prototype. But after the final product, it looks amazing.
Oh yeah.
It has a really good expression, especially the closed mouth.
Yeah,
long tail, so it had to kind of move it a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, very long tail. But yeah, very good expression.
But he's a great looking Godzilla.
Yeah, and I think this is for me, it's the perfect Godzilla design that Toho has selected. It's pretty much the classic Godzilla. I mean, it's pretty much the Godzilla that we would all see, like when you first think of Godzilla. And here you can change to the open mouth version.
Oh yeah, that looks good too.
Yeah, so the standard would be open mouth without the glow-in-the-dark fins. The open mouth is also really cool looking, very detailed. I think the closed mouth is just slightly kind of neater because it's just you don't see too many closed mouth Godzillas.
Yep.
And he just looks meaner.
Oh yeah. Yeah, those are good looking teeth there too.
Yeah, so both open and closed mouth. He looks great.
Oh yeah, so he's number 3.
Yep, he's my number 3.
Yep. Oh my word!
All right, so a few to choose from here. So of all the King Ghidorah selections, as we all know, Monster X is kind of like King Ghidorah. Here's Baby Orga here. The big Orga is actually taking a nap right now. So, but yeah. So which one do you think, Heisenberg? Which one would you think is number 2?
Oh, I think what got the fans most excited this year was the the rainbow Ghidorah.
This guy, huh?
Yeah, because he's sort of but yeah, this paint. But then this is a really nice gold paint though on the standard one.
Yep.
Yeah. But I think it's between these two Ghidorahs.
Yeah. So so let's just take a quick look at what we have on the table. I think Monster X is really detailed. Unfortunately, he's not really my favorite character, so they did a good job, but he just didn't make it for me.
Yeah, he didn't make an impression on me in the movie.
Yeah. Orga, it was really, really detailed, but I think I was most excited for is actually the baby Orga, because we never have any figures of baby Orga. Unfortunately, baby Orga is just he didn't give me like a huge impression in the movie as well, so. But I guess a good runner-up.
Yeah, well done figure. But again, I'm not too emotionally attached to this Orga.
Yep. So it does come down to the tri-colored original color scheme King Ghidorah and the gold King Ghidorah.
Yeah. Because as you recall, we talked about this in a separate video.
Yep.
Yeah, this rainbow colored, that was what Ghidorah was originally going to look like when they first came up with the character.
Yep.
But then they sort of ended up changing it to gold.
Yep. So I actually, would choose the gold King Ghidorah.
Yeah.
So I do like this one. I do like this one. But as for me, I think this is a great collectible. But I feel like the gold looks great. I think King Ghidorah should be gold, and I'm glad he stayed gold. I think this is a great figure to have in the collection. Definitely gonna be. I'm sure it's gonna be pretty sought after in the aftermarket. However, for me, King Ghidorah has always been gold, so that's why I choose the standard version.
Oh yeah, and that is a really good looking gold.
Yep.
Yeah. This gold is really nicely done.
Yeah, and I think the sculpt is great. It really captures the King Ghidorah from my very first Godzilla movie, King Ghidorah in 1964. The three-headed monster.
Yep.
So I really love, just seeing the two together. 64 Godzilla from the King Ghidorah movie, together with this King Ghidorah and that King Ghidorah. Oh, and this Godzilla came with a flying Rodan and a little Mothra too. So it had the full all the monsters in the movie in one set. So it's pretty cool.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Again, it's like these don't. Yeah. You don't see anything better than these.
Yeah. So this would be my number 2.
Let me try to guess before we reveal. So we're wondering what's GForever's choice
for number 1.
For number 1 for the best Godzilla toy that came out in 2019. Is it this little bear guy, this little Bandai bear that we talked about so much? Yeah, I mean it's like, well, if you like the kids' book, it does look like the book. It does look
very accurate.
Yeah, it is accurate to the book. But he's a cute, squishy little guy.
Yep.
But my guess is it's probably not this guy though.
No.
But maybe. But yeah.
So let's take a look. I think for me the best company of the year for 2019 is NECA.
Oh, there we go.
So let's grab a few of the NECA figures that came out in 2019. Alright, so NECA's been doing an amazing job, especially after their 62 released, I think it was late 2018, and continued into 2019 with the new, the new monsters from that movie, as well as a classic Godzilla from 1964. I think NECA's did an excellent job. Heisenberg picked Rodan as his number 1 favorite. I also want to say Rodan is one of my favorites too this year. But let's see which one do you think is my number 1, Heisenberg?
I'm not sure. Yeah, and I think the 62, by the way, I think that did come out this year.
Yeah, 62, the King Kong versus Godzilla.
Yeah, the 62, and that's the 64.
That's 64, yeah.
Yep. So a lot of choices. Mm-hmm. I'm not sure. It's like maybe maybe V2 here.
V2?
Maybe V2. Well, maybe not. But yeah, it's hard to say.
Yeah, they're all really good. So let's just take a quick look. Like, all right, so 64 is great. I think for me, he is really good, especially for the price, sculpt and paint. Definitely a figure to keep an eye out for.
You know, one thing we forgot to mention is the NECA boxes too.
Oh yeah, NECA boxes are amazing.
Oh yeah. We also got. I was just looking around to see if there's one around. But
Yeah, they're somewhere down there, but check out our other videos. You'll see the amazing box art.
Yeah. Not only are the figures getting better, but the boxes have gotten infinitely better as well.
Oh man, that's I mean, they're releasing a bunch of their older releases. I'm just getting them because of the box art because they're just so good.
Yeah.
So both Mothra and Rodan are really cool. You know, I would have went with Rodan, but Heisenberg picked it, so I don't want to double up. Mothra's awesome as well. But, you know, I think my heart still sticks with Godzilla. And the 2019 Godzilla is really cool. And NECA made 3 different versions. I love all 3 versions, but it was really hard to choose one. I really like the standard. The standard, you know, really captures the detail, and you get a lot of movement. Unfortunately, you just don't have the vertical head kind of going up, but very good. I do like it. Version 2, awesome blue paint, and he also has like the atomic breath beam and this little kind of blast. Yeah. And then the Target exclusive, Burning Godzilla. It's really, really good looking. So if I choose between the 3, it was really, really hard to choose. But because like there's been so many like black Godzillas, you know, I kind of want something more colorful. So it came down to these 2. And I love Burning Godzilla, the classic one. And the only thing I choose the Atomic Blaster version 2 version. Oh. The reason is like I was not too happy about the tail. It was kind of like that, almost like they had the masking tape and spray painted it on. But this is a really close runner-up. Like they did an excellent job. I love the translucent. I love the dark red color, and then like the black, a little bit of black paint on top. The veins don't do it for me, but luckily it's it's not too much. But this guy, I really love the color. In the movie, Godzilla had a lot of flashing blue. And like the blue eyes like really make it, it gives it that really good accurate look from the movie. I like how the they have different shades of blue. The only thing I don't like about it are the veins again, but I can let that slide because I love the way the fins look, as well as how they did the tail. And it just has the atomic blast too, so it's always fun to have a fire beam.
Oh yeah.
And he looks good with mouth closed and mouth open. So. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So this is my number 1.
Yeah, well, it's great that we have 3 of them too.
Yeah.
I'm ready for V4.
V4, huh? What can V4 be?
Yeah, I'm thinking like I'm thinking maybe like more of a maybe just like we'll see, but maybe just like a fully translucent.
Yep.
Like I really like the red, like the underlying like red translucent.
Oh yeah, it's really good.
So I think maybe like one that they didn't bother painting, where it's just the translucent. Where it's just the translucent red. Yep. Oh, excellent.
All right, so now we have our top picks for 2019. Which one is GForever's worst, huh?
Oh yeah.
Which one do you think is my worst?
My worst. Well, remember we got this guy still.
This guy.
He hasn't made any of our lists yet. We keep showing him, but.
He's a little cameo, right, from our other worst video.
Yeah.
So as much as I don't like this guy, I'm gonna give him a pass because he is accurate to what he's supposed to be. He does have articulation. He doesn't fall over.
Yeah.
He has a tag. He's from Bandai.
And who knows? Maybe he'll have a growth spurt. Maybe
we'll see. Maybe a lot of kids will love him.
Yeah.
But my worst, unfortunately, is also the MonsterArts King Ghidorah.
Oh yeah, let's see if we can hold them together here.
Alright, so I might need maybe to hold him for a second.
Yeah, I'll try to hold them into one
while
piece.
I get the stands going. Alright, so I have a lot to say about why...
It's like he's a grandpa.
Yeah.
It's like he's a grandpa King Ghidorah. He needs a lot of help.
Worse than grandpa. All right, so he needs freestand. So that alone, I think,
And even then, he wants to fall
he still
forward.
wants to fall forward.
Yeah.
So the stands alone, they're very just, they're just an eyesore. I don't like the way they have the stands. I really don't know why they made the wings so heavy that the the lower body is there's no weight to it. So he just always wants to fall over. They should have added like what they did with the original Mecha Godzilla and other monsters. They have kind of like a heavier material or maybe solid material on the lower part of the body to give it that like the weight to it, so he doesn't like flop over. So that's one. I think the sculpt is good, but the paint is just too dull for me. There's no, when I think of King Ghidorah, maybe he's not like super gold, but at least a little shine to it. I think that's just absent. I don't like how the mouths don't open all the way because you can't really bite, and of course you have.
Oh no, his head fell off.
Of course, you also have the ball joints that come loose all the time, and he just falls constantly. The wings are a mess. If they made another version with the wings closed, I probably would prefer that. Even though I would like to have King Ghidorah with the wings open, because that's how makes him look more impressive. But because he keeps falling, I might as well just take the wings off and have like a folded version or something. But yeah, like unfortunately, I really was looking forward to this since NECA didn't make a King Ghidorah figure this year, and I wanted something a little bit more detailed than like the Bandai release and also the Jakks Pacific. Like the Jakks Pacific was pretty cool, but it's just not super detailed. The Bandai is also not super detailed, so I wanted something that was more detailed, and I was really looking forward to the SH MonsterArts. But unfortunately, that kind of let me down. So here's a Jakks Pacific.
Yeah, the Jakks Pacific.
Yeah. So this was one of Heisenberg's favorites, which I agree. Like it's affordable. It's easier to find in the U.S. and I think worldwide too, because where it's just distributed.
Oh yeah, they sold it worldwide too.
Yeah, so of all the King Ghidorahs here, I do want to say that Jakks Pacific might be the winner for the 2019 King Ghidorah. Actually, no, I take that back. The winner here is actually the Eggman King Ghidorah, because that has like excellent sculpt and paint. So this is the type of King Ghidorah I expected from MonsterArts.
Yeah. Here they made the wings smaller, so I think he tends to fall over a little bit too, even.
Yeah, a little bit.
But yeah, he's a little bit balanced. Yeah, unfortunately, all of them tend to fall over because just because they're not really balanced with the weight much.
No. Yeah, so hopefully we'll see future King Ghidorahs 2019 that look more like the the quality of Eggman.
Now, let's speculate a little bit. What might happen in 2020? Like, for
2020.
example, are we going to get the X Plus gigantic,
like
chibi Godzilla here?
Who knows?
Yeah. It's like, are we gonna? Yeah. And what would the Rick version be?
Maybe get some light up fins.
Yeah. Maybe, who knows? But I wonder. Yeah. Maybe that might be 20 years away.
Yeah.
But wait till those kids today that are reading that book.
Yeah.
It's like I bet you. Yeah, 20 years from now, they're going to be sitting around the table with their gigantic X Plus
Chibi
Godzilla, just having a grand old time. So more power to them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm hoping MonsterArts, improves their QA and also kind of see what's going on. I'm not sure if they are caring as much, because it feels like their first release, like their initial releases were great, but then they start to fall apart. And then this 2019 line was just good sculpts, I want to say, but just like there's a lot of things wrong, especially with King Ghidorah. Bandai again, also same trouble. For some reason, like the quality is just not as up to par as what they were once used to. I think the newer companies like Eggman or Easy Hobby, Eggman, as well as M Time that are making like the Q figures. I think those are the ones to look out for. I think they did a great job. Even the Vinimates like Diamond Select Toys are doing a good job with what they have.
Yeah, I'm curious to see if there will be more newcomer companies, like more new companies, and again international companies like companies in China, for example, will come along and start making new figures. It's like, and again, I basically think the more the better.
Yep. Yeah, but NECA is, I think the company of the winner, the winning company of 2019, and I really look forward to 2020 with their releases. And X Plus is also, a good one, but unfortunately they're a little expensive. But definitely, if you can, they are another company to keep an eye on because they do make really high quality products. Wow, Heisenberg, it's been a great year for Godzilla, huh? There's so many toys, and we try to fit as many as we can on the table.
Yeah, and we've reviewed a lot of these, so check out our channel to see our past. Check out our past videos,
definitely,
just to hear more about these toys more in depth.
Yep. Yeah, and the best way you can help us is subscribe to our channels. The more subscribers, the more we can, bring all these awesome toys to you guys.
Oh yeah, and we got a great 2020 to look forward to. We've got another Godzilla movie.
Yeah, Godzilla vs. Kong.
Oh yeah, so we should have a lot of great new toys for that movie and lots of other things.
Yeah. All right,
so this is Heisenberg.
And GForever, hoping you enjoyed the 2019 toys for Godzilla.